Rightio, hello, good evening everybody, a very happy coronation weekend to you all, and welcome to our 20k special live stream. 20,000 subscribers, when on earth did that happen? Where on earth did you all come from? Goodness only knows. But yes, welcome. Hopefully we're going to have a good evening. I can't promise it's going to be the longest of evenings because I've been up at the crack of dawn all week. I've been on earlys at work, so I'm sort of struggling to see colours now. I'm sort of sat here with my head sort of, if I nod off, just shout me, you know what I mean? Give us a good shout. We are going to be, what are we going to be doing today? Well, when we first started the YouTube channel, we did have a hit with a video. I don't know if you remembered this, where we drove a B9TL in Firstgroup livery. And we're talking years ago here, absolutely years and years and years ago. But yeah, we had a hit with a video, and it was the best video with the most views, and it got loads of subscribers, and it sort of kicked the channel off, shall we say, because you when you start a YouTube channel, you bumble about for a bit, and nobody really watches your stuff, and this was sort of the real Kickstarter. I won't go back and watch it, because it's from years ago, and it's terrible, really, but I thought we'd revisit it. Well, I didn't think. It was IOMX, aka JJ, in the chat, who thought, do you know what, that'd be a really, really nice idea, so we could compare just how much OMSI UK, which is arguably my most viewed content, how OMSI has evolved over the years. Because, I mean, let's face it, since I started doing YouTube, the British bus scene on OMSI has just got mental, hasn't it, compared to what we used to have, if you remember. So I thought we'd do a little drive. We're currently on the Totnes. No, we're not. We're on. We're in Paignton on Buses of the Westcountry 2.9. This is an older version of Westcountry, and I can go and download it because although it's the same map, it's really not the same map. There's so many differences. They could rename the towns, and you'd think it was a completely different map. Oh, Joe Holland's joined us. Congratulations, Joe Holland. Welcome to Joe Plus. So anyway, before we carry on, we'll have a little look at who we've got in the old chat at the moment. And I say, Joe Holland, welcome to Joe Plus. He's been here 8 months, for goodness sake. And Imran, of course, it's great to have you with us. Imran and Joe Plus for 11 months, good lord. We've also got Mike Ray, who's joined us this evening. We've got the wonderful IOMX. Oh, Francesca Knight's here as well. 14 months, good lord. Doesn't the time fly when you're having fun? Imran's been here since 2015, and Francesca, very kind of you. Thanks for the congratulations on the 20k milestone. Looking forward to the stream, and hope you continue to grow. That's very, very kind of you. I appreciate that. Now, what are we doing? Do you know what? I've lost my train of thought. There's that many people that have turned up this evening. Good lord. And thanks for that, Joe. I've just read your congratulations on 20k. Really appreciate that. We've also got Simon Rashley, Alex Turton, Adam Haig. I think it's on Nathan somewhere in there. There's a couple of Nathans actually. Hello to you all. Joshua Woolley, that's it. I think my eyes are going. No, I tell you what it is. Since I had to reinstall my Windows, I've had to reinstall all my programs, hence the streaming software as well. And where I'm reading all your chat is now further away from me. Oh dear. So I'm having to squint at it. Maybe I need glasses. God, that's another problem for another day. My number plate fell off on the car on the way home today. My back number plate. I got home, it wasn't there. I was like, I tell you, it's just, I seem to stumble from one disaster to another at the moment. So if the eyesight was going, that's all we need. Yes, so Busman, exploring all UK stations. Hello, Amari Nolan, Graham Bewley, George Garthwaite. Hello. Alfie Stewart, welcome. Magic Toad's here as well. That can only be good. Foxy, there's a couple of people that have suggested a 20k special stream, but this actual format is all courtesy of IOMX, so we've got to pay him his dues. Although, to be fair, I could just say, nah, it was all my idea, aren't I brilliant? yeah, it sort of was his idea. Anyway, what are we going to be doing? This is our bus for the day, and by God, doesn't it look dated? Oh, dearie me. This used to be the staple of OMSI British content, didn't it? The B9TL. I have driven up and down in this bus so many times, and I used to think it was the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, we've got David Curtis with us as well. Hello, 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 welcome. Joshua Plays, thank you very much, I appreciate it. The chat is going up that quick. I'm struggling to keep up with all the comments, but it really, really is kind of you all. So yeah, we're going to be in the Coastliner livery. Wow. I mean, to be fair, it's a freeware bus. You should never criticise a freeware bus, because I mean the person who made it, it was Lowlander 21, wasn't it? And an AD 156. Yeah, it's free, so you can't really criticise a free product. I'm sure I have done many a times. But yeah, I mean, if we look inside, again, good Lord, haven't things come along since we started doing this? We've got a very, God, look at that interior. The quality is just oozing, I tell you that now. The nice anti-aliasing just obviously wasn't a thing back then. Oh, Imran, very, very kind of you. Thank you very much for that. You're too kind to me. What do we got there? Look at that. That's a... oh, it's just a Triumph, isn't it? Have we got some... what's that? Oh, we could have taken like a... oh, no, that would have worked. Dearie me. But yeah, so what are we going to be doing? We're going to be driving this bus. So let's get it started up. I mean, to be fair, when it idles, it does actually sound a bit like a B9. Can everyone hear that? Because I can't remember what my settings were with everything beforehand. So, you know, I can't remember my settings, so it might be that it's too loud, it might be that it's too quiet. Do let me know in the chat, and hopefully there won't be that many people commenting that it'll fly up before I have a chance to read it. Oh, dear me. Right, I've not actually set as a route up, so what time are we on? We're going to be on the 1620 from Paignton to Totnes. It's a really, really nice little route, this. There's a lot of aspects of this 2.9 route that I really do miss from the... oh, according to IOMX, the audio levels are good, so excellent. Yes, we're raring to go. Now, one thing that I do actually like is that ticket machine. That, I mean, it's by no means any sort of comparison by modern standards, but I like how you get the logos in the repaints. That's nice. So, how do you actually work it? So, yeah, that seems fairly straightforward. And then you press issue or enter to issue. We've got us pounds and pennies here. Have we? Oh, does this not open? Nope, doesn't appear that this opens. Mike Ray, I'm very, very well. Thank you very much. It's yeah, it's a little bit tired, like I say, but we are here. We're here. We're raring to go. We've only got 89 litres of fuel in. That doesn't strike me as a lot for one of these. Just under half a tank. Obviously, we can't hide the. Oh, it's just quite premium, isn't it? So yeah, we're going to be driving this today. We're a little bit early at this moment in time. We'll pop that red text on because you know it's good, and hopefully as well I've installed everything correctly. Right, hang on. So H35 to Totnes. Oh, look at that, via Paignton Zoo. That's a good one, isn't it? I remember Paignton Zoo. I do miss that in the new version of Westcountry. In fact, there's quite a few things that I do miss in Westcountry 3. Obviously, it's not Buses of the Westcountry anymore, is it? Though because the Enviro has updated, all the new liveries have appeared. So these obviously were never here, were they? It was a much older livery. Oh, hang on, I'm nearly crashing into a gate. That's all we need, isn't it? Could do with a refuel before starting. Absolutely, I know. Tell me about it, Kieran. Oh, well, if we peg out en route, then... oh, hang on, that would be the curb. Why all of a sudden have I lost the ability to drive this bus? I think the camera position's in a bit of an odd place, but and the steering wheel seems oddly flat, but there we go. Don't forget you can move the mirrors on this. Can you actually do such a thing, Imran? Oh wow, look at that! You actually can move the mirrors. That is incredible. I mean, the actual texture moves with it. It's not like the Studio Polygon Redound mirrors where it's... That's brilliant. Makes you feel a bit weird, doesn't it? Woo! That is... Do you know what? I never knew that was a feature. That is incredible. For the time that this came out, movable mirrors, wow. That was just unheard of. I mean, when this came out, don't forget the London City Bus 400 wasn't even out, was it, at this point? I don't think. Or it was very, very early. Yeah, shopping trolleys absolutely bashing together in the back. I know, the rattle sounds are immense, aren't they? Oh dear. I mean, it sounds like no B9TL that I have ever been on, but hey ho, do you know what? This was as good as it got back in the day. Oh dear. I'm really hoping, I think, is it, excuse me. So it's Master Switch that are doing the... Hang on, what's going on with Speedo here? Are they kilometres an hour in the background? We've got two loads of speeds on. Oh dear. Yeah, it's Master Switch that are doing the Gemini 2, isn't it? But it's Studio Polygon that are doing the Gemini 1. I think. So that will be interesting, because obviously we're going to have two different versions of B9s from two different developers. So the race will be on between the two developers to see who can make the best sounding B9. Because they do sound good, don't they, B9TLs? Whether you're not really interested in the modern rubbish, as it were, B9s do sound absolutely awesome. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, Ryan Goddard kept forgetting it's live. Keep trying to skip forward. Right, let's. Is this where we stop? Do we stop here? 35. Yeah. Totnes. Is nobody? Oh wow! Oh my God! I'm blinded by the lights. There's a sound file you can edit/delete, and it makes life much nicer. Which one's this? Iceman, good evening. Welcome to our stream. Mike, I don't know, to be honest with you. I've not heard anything about the Studio Polygon Gemini for quite a while, but it's definitely on its way. Definitely on its way. Right, why is nobody getting on? Do we have to... Is this one of those where you have to draw really far forward? No. Oh, we've gone through the railings. Oh, we'll just reverse through the railings. There we go. Oh, I love that bus reversing. There's so many cool features. This bus was so ahead of its time, wasn't it? Yeah, it is really quite blue in here, isn't it? Maybe if we skip forward by a few minutes. There we go. Do they want to get on the bus now? No, it would appear not. Are we too far forward? Maybe if we reverse a little bit. Hell, we go back quick, don't we? BOTW is Buses of the Westcountry. One of the awful looping sounds. Ah, right, I'm with you. Yeah, it doesn't appear that any of them want to get on, does it? So, never mind. Can't believe they're still building those flats. You're too early. Yeah. I don't know what I've done, to be honest with you. I've broken it somehow, haven't I? But, yeah. See, IOMX, I genuinely was gutted when you got rid of this little bus station setup. Yeah, they've still not finished the flats. I love it. Yeah, this bus station style setup needs to return to Westcountry 3, I think, rather than Memorial Crescent. Or I know that you did say something about you wanted to do some sort of bus station in Paignton, but I think a Paignton bus station... oh, hang on. Imran says change the HOF. I think this is the only HOF I have with it. Hang on a second. Yeah, I genuinely think this is the only HOF that I have with the bus other than Westcountry 3. Yeah, it don't matter. We'll still have a nice drive. Flats with no window. Hang on, we're at flats with no windows. Oh yeah, they genuinely don't, do they? Yeah, but don't forget that everything in OMSI is just textured on, isn't it? So they obviously build the brickwork and then just texture the windows on afterwards. Is that not how you build houses? Is that not how it works? I thought that would be how it works. Yeah, I absolutely would download the map, Mike. The only problem that you have now is you might struggle to get HOF files because obviously the Studio Polygon and Master Switch buses need to, they have different HOF files, don't they? Because they have custom destination blinds, so you may struggle. I mean, it might be one of those. Oh, hang on, am I not doing it in 1080p? Do you know what? I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, hang on. Let's have a look. Output on the streaming. Yeah, it says high quality. Oh, how bizarre. Yeah, it should be 1080p, though that might be something to do with my internet. They use iOS. Oh dear. Right, shall we go? I mean, we're not going to get any passengers on, are we? Because I think I've messed up with the HOF file, but we'll still have a nice little run. Right, hang on. Oh, hang on, why are we not going backwards? Because you didn't put it in neutral, you banana. Absolutely, it must be cold, mustn't it? Especially if it rains, you get wet. Right, off we go. Off we go. Right, okie dokie. So we are we're going. Oh, hang on. Why am I looking that way? It's a one-way road, for goodness sake. Yeah, your mirror positions and everything are a little bit questionable, aren't they? They're a little bit questionable compared to the modern stuff. Yep, we're away. Oh, apparently there's an update on City Bus Manager. Oh, what are they adding now? I swear that game, every single time I play that game, it updates. Right, away we go. The windows are also, it makes everything look quite light, doesn't it? I always used to struggle. I don't know if it's this corner that I always used to bounce the bus up. Now that I've actually got a bus licence, maybe I'll get round here without bouncing the bus up this corner. I always used to... Ah, there we go, look at that. Nope. Shopping trolleys are banging about. Oh no, it's this one. Anything that was like 12 metres. I mean, to be fair, yeah, we didn't have 12 metre buses back then. But if we did... Oh no, we had the Renown, didn't we? We had the old Renown. I should have driven the Renown on the way back, the AD156 Renown. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, then. Should we try let them on? Dear me. Oh, it's full beam on? No, it's not. Give over. Full beam's not on. Magic Toad's lying to me. It is a nostalgic trip, Imran. Absolutely. And Alex Turton, absolutely. Thank you so much. It was really, really kind of you to say. Don't worry about Euro Truck Sim. We are wanting to return to Euro Truck Sim, of course. But the thing with Euro Truck Sim at the moment is we use the Pro mods. There has been an update to the Pro mods. No, there hasn't. There's been an update to the default map. And, oh, that engine sound. Oh, just makes you want to throw yourself out the window, doesn't it? God, how lucky we are nowadays. Well, we may as well just abandon the timetable and just drive along, haven't we? But yeah, the what was I saying? Yeah, the Pro mods needs updating. So once Pro mods is updated, we will continue to drive Euro Truck Sim 2. So don't worry about that. Euro Truck Sim 2 is not dead. We are coming back to it, but obviously the Pro mods. I didn't want to get rid of Pro mods because it's awesome, isn't it? It's absolutely awesome. Now, yeah, I would like, and I don't know about you guys, but I would like IOMX, if he's still got a copy of this map, to revive it. You know, like do a little, you know, put makeup on a pig sort of affair. Maybe even rename the towns. You know, just add a couple of little touches. I mean, you can see it's a little bit bare, isn't it? We're missing a couple of the details that we have in West Country 3, but that's to be expected. The bus lane has also been relocated, hasn't it? That bus lane down the side is now in Totnes on the new version. But, oh, Imran sent a sound mod. Eh dear. Yeah, it's almost as if he didn't test the map before he launched the stream in front of 229 people. It is almost as if that is what's happened, isn't it? Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I remember the depot was here, and you used to bounce it up here. I don't think the Eclipse would make it up there now, you're ground. Oh, and we've got all the old cars as well, that's lovely. Is this the only bus you can open the emergency exit at the back? Should we give it a go? Oh, it seems to think you can click it, but do you click the handle? Click the handle maybe? Ah! Look at that. Some nice stock SD202 sounds as well. Lovely. I'll see you in a bit, gamer. I know it's it's a short and sweet one, but never mind. Yeah, I absolutely agree with the LBP videos. If this is, I mean, this is the only Gemini 2 we have. It's not as terrible. You know, it's better than no Gemini, isn't it? I mean, I know that when the Master Switch stuff, the Studio Polygon Geminis, etc., all come out, this is going to be, you know, nobody will download it again unless you want a freebie, will they? You know what I mean? But as I say, for the time, it was brilliant. Oh, flipping heck, Jaden. Or Skyrider, should I say. Is it Skyrider? It is Skyrider. Well, thank you for the congratulations, and I hope you get better soon. Oh, third time, you should know what you're doing. You should know what you're doing, shouldn't you, by this point? Oh, hang on, we're going into the zoo. When was it this tight round here? It was always like this, because there's a petrol station, isn't there? Oh, I like this, and I used to always cancel the timetable if we were running late. Oh, you can put the back window up as well, can you, Imran? Oh, obviously not that one, cause the upstairs one, I mean, yeah. So yeah, it is really ahead of its time, isn't it? This map is making my teeth itch, but at least you picked 2.9 and not 2.5. Alright, we'll pull in here. And we'll have a couple of minutes, because we're a little bit early. Oh, dear me. I mean, it's good, isn't it? Perhaps, I mean, to be fair, to be absolutely fair, this is one of the liveries that came with the bus. So, it's one of them, isn't it? I mean, if it's a flat repaint template, heck, there's an elephant somewhere. Oh, dear. Oh, do you know what? I'm just loving the nostalgia. It's one of them. If the repaint template was a bit better, you could probably make this look a lot better than it does. I mean, the livery is probably not helping, and if you put a completely flat textured livery on one of the more modern buses, it will probably look quite terrible. Whereas the repaint templates can help a lot, particularly with the shadows, because OMSI does struggle with shadows. But yeah, it's if the repaint template was better, this probably wouldn't look as abhorrent as it does. But unfortunately, it's just one of those things, isn't it? There were plenty of liveries available for the time. And Mike, what do you think will come first? The MS Classics Veiling, or Arcala, or the Gemini 1? It's difficult to say, isn't it? I mean, the Gemini is romping along in terms of the progress, but I don't really have any contact with Master Switch. I know that Arcala, I don't think Arcala will ever arrive, because Fully has so many great ideas with his maps, and like so originally I think it was only meant to be the 63 and 64, and then he's added more and more and more and more. I just think he's going to keep adding more routes, and it will forever be the Arcala Beta. I just don't think he'll ever be happy with it. Yeah, he's always tweaking and tinkering. Oh dear me. Should we go again? Should we go again? We've been here a while, haven't we? I mean, there's no point going early or late, is there? But you see, I used to really like this zoo bit. And I could never get over this from what I remember rightly either. There we go. Look at that. Oh, there we go. I clipped something with the back wheels. Oh, I'm clipping something else as well. Not good. Right. Off to Totnes. Oh, Simon Cornwall, thank you very much. It's very, very kind of you, and welcome to our stream this evening. Oh yeah, I absolutely agree with you, XYZ. The more routes, the better. But yeah, I think there's going to be a hell of a lot of routes from. Well, it's just going to continue forever, isn't it? It might end up like Yorkshire Counties, and he's not going to thank me for saying that. But it might end up like Yorkshire Counties with the sheer network of routes. It's the liveries as well. The liveries on Arcala are just absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, Imran, absolutely. It's to be hoped that's not my zoo over there. There'll be animals escaping. They'd be boarding the bus. It'd be a disaster. Dearie me. Yeah, we will be visiting Westcountry 3.03 afterwards, and I'm hoping that I've downloaded all the correct HOF files for that. We will be driving that next. I think we're going to go for the Eclipse or the Streetlight. And the reason I say that is because they're the only ones that I downloaded the new HOF files for. So we're sort of limited. Do you know, I didn't plan this at all, did I? I could have done so much better. There we go, look at that back wheel, just not clipping the curb. Excellent. Iceman, Jen says, hi Joe. Hello Jen. Who's Jen? Do we know Jen? Have I met Jen? I'm not sure. But hello Jen, welcome, welcome. Skylar, I am very, very well. Do you know what? I'm a little bit tired just because of work commitments, but you know, work must obviously come first, mustn't it? But yeah, it's been very, very early week for me, so I'm sort of just relaxing now with you guys, and I've got tomorrow off, and then I start at 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So yeah, I can't have too much for late night because I don't want to fall out of my pattern. Foxy, don't worry about it. We've just been into the zoo. And yeah, it's we've been into the zoo, and that was good. I miss the zoo. I really miss the zoo. I think maybe for Westcountry 3.5, some sort of zoo would be brilliant, because then you could have little like shuttle runs. If the zoo was outside Paignton, I mean the zoo actually could be up. You know that road when you get to the top of you've come out of Stoneleigh Harbour, and you get to the top, and then you turn right onto the dual carriageway. And I always say, wouldn't it be brilliant if there was something further on? If you went straight forward and didn't turn right, the Paignton Zoo could be up there, or it could be some sort of like Eden project up there that you could have. So the 122. Oh, look at this, we're brainstorming. So the 122 that currently goes to Stoneleigh could run all year round and go up to that Eden project place instead of Stoneleigh, and then the 12 could just go to Stoneleigh. Oh, do you know what? You see, Joe is the sort of person. I don't know why I'm talking about myself in the third party all of a sudden, but I am the sort of person you need as a map creator on your side. Oh, so many good ideas. I should charge, shouldn't I? Charge a commission. All right, I'm with you, Iceman. It's the wife. Lovely, 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 lovely. Well, hello. Is she a Bus fan? Oh, Imran wants a single. Flipping heck. Sorry, Imran. I'll do you a single, love. There we go. There we go. Now go and sit down. You're causing an obstruction. Have I missed my turning? I feel like I have. Did we always used to come up here? Yeah, we'll roll with it. Lumix, did I watch the coronation? I sadly did not. I was at work whilst the coronation was happening, and I tried to sort of get online to watch it, but the signal was absolutely atrocious. So I haven't watched it. It's one thing that I do want to sort of go back and watch, because it's quite a special thing, isn't it? Right. Even though we're not in service, we'll go Totnes direct. That's obviously you can go forward, but we'll go around the houses. See, I think a little bit of spit and polish, and they could re-release this. Your bus looks like it's from Roblox. Yeah, it probably does, actually. Oh, dear. I remember this bit as well, because I think I used to drive, before I had a steering wheel, I've got a Thrustmaster T300 RS. Can't fault it as a wheel. I think it's a perfectly decent wheel. But yeah, I've got a Thrustmaster, and I used to drive with the keyboard when this was out. I know, oh, it makes you want to cry, doesn't it? But yeah, I used to drive with the keyboard, and I always used to get told off. Oh, look, it's the San Martin! The San Martin pub's sponsored by Buses of the Westcountry. Or no, Buses of the Westcountry sponsored by the San Martin. Love a good San Martin, don't we, from our experience on Westcountry. No trains past your house, Imran. Oh no, what's happened? Is there some... is a diversion on, maybe? I think there is, isn't there? There's engineering work today, so yeah, I wouldn't imagine there would be. God, no train spotting. But to be fair, it's been miserable weather a lot of the day, hasn't it? So, eh, dearie me. Right, we're carrying on. Should really look right. Flipping heck, what's happening to the bus? I love it. Right, so this is obviously just after Yulberton Road, isn't it, really? That this sort of appears. Obviously, this junction's still sort of here, isn't it? Because we're going to go off to is it Berry Pomeroy we go to first? Oh, there we go. Right, round to Bury Pomeroy. Yeah, a little bit of spit and polish, and they could re-release this as a different map. Just change the names of the towns, and yeah, I think you're cooking on gas there. You've got another map that, you know, that's pretty much done for you. She's not into buses, but likes to watch the streams. She loves trucking. Ah, right. Well, who doesn't love trucking? Absolutely love a bit of Euro lorries. What's her favourite lorry, Iceman? Don't say the Renault Magnum, or we're going to fall out. Oh, Mike Ray is also going to do some OMSI too. Are you joining us on Buses of the Westcountry Heritage map? Imran, yeah, last train was a Class 66 with wagons going to Batley. Oh, for the... oh, hang on, there's a bus stop on the corner here. Of course, this is a set of traffic lights now, isn't it, where you can carry on forward. Can't imagine the lass that lives in that house would be thrilled when they announced they were demolishing it. Right, round we go. Bus stop on the corner. Yes, I remember this one. It's another bus stop I could never stop at. Are you detecting a bit of a theme here? Oh, BTV's apparently working on a Cardiff map. That would be good. Oh, that would. Ah, Iceman, Scania. Right, okie dokie. Yes, I can get behind that. Love a good Scania. It has to be Scania, Volvo or Mercedes for me. I think they are my three lorries of choice. If you remember, yeah, that's the main road that goes over the top, isn't it? We used to go underneath. Of course, this low bridge doesn't seem to be here anymore, does it? Well, it's not. Oh dear. Whee! It's me trying to read the chat. Shouldn't really read the chat on a corner, should I? I know Granny did want to get on the bus back there, Rainbow Bus, but sadly the HOF file in the destination isn't working. So all the people at the bus stops, nobody wants to get on the bus because even though it says Totnes, it doesn't say the right kind of Totnes. So yeah, sadly not. Kai, when I do the screenshots, it's the Master Switch and the Studio Polygon buses. They've got a passenger view set that you can scroll through and find for screenshots, and it helps with the POV. It helps take nice screenshots. So yeah, it's yeah. But obviously these older buses don't have that feature. But it's yeah. If you're looking at Studio Polygon or Master Switch, yeah, that's one of those. They do have the facility to take the nicer screenshots. Thor Delgren donated £2. Oh, very kind of you, Thor. Thank you for that. Do you know if anyone is bringing out a Swansea map? Oh, you've just missed it. IOMX actually replied to you. There's no plans to bring a Swansea map, but apparently someone is currently working on a Cardiff map. So, obviously, South Wales. I know it's quite a distance, isn't it? It's probably the distance between Leeds and Manchester, if not further. Look at that. The old heritage livery. I used to love that livery. But yes, the... oh, where are we going next? We're turning right. Do you know what? I don't remember any of this. When was this a thing? I mean, this is obviously... It's oh, Bury Pomeroy, we're going round there. Yeah, because the other one's not Bury Pomeroy, is it? I'm thinking of the other place whose name escapes me. Oh yeah, because we used to drive down, there was a triangle, wasn't there, here? If I remember rightly, like you cut across and it was like a little one-way thing, I think. Yeah, Cardiff map would be brilliant, wouldn't it? And that Cardiff livery, they've changed it, haven't they? Oh, this is another corner I could never get round. Flipping heck, how on earth are we going to do this? Because you could guarantee you'd just be about this point and someone would come the other way. Although today we seem to have been lucky. Hey Joe, you play Bus Simulator 21 on my 16. Oh right, yeah, we will revisit Bus Simulator 21. Thing is we've sort of completed it, haven't we? Oh, hang on, way! Good job we've got nobody on. Just testing the ABS works. Yeah, we will revisit, because there's going to be the map extension, isn't there? So yeah, we will come back to Bus Simulator 21, don't worry about that. But until it comes out, obviously we will struggle. There's nothing to do. There's no challenges. Right, hang on. 2 minutes here. Let's check out Berry Pomeroy. Exactly random things. A little bit of a touch-up and a renown Hoff for this would be awesome. Oh, wow, look at this. What have we got? There's someone there. Skylar Hinchcliffe, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back, even. I don't know if you've left, but it didn't say at the top the member business. So, yeah, welcome back. Usually it says. Why is it not saying? East Coast Gamer, thank you for that. Very, very kind of you. Yeah, I agree with you, Will. The engine sounds on this bus are... They're just not quite up to modern standards, are they? Look at that. I mean, this is lovely. A nice little cenotaph in the middle. The actual route to drive is delightful. It's absolutely delightful. You too can go and get this route. Oh, yeah, we're off up there next, aren't we? We won't spoil it too much, but, yeah, there's yeah, a bit of spit and polish. I notice IOMX hasn't said in the chat, oh, that's a great idea, so, yeah, probably won't be happening, but, yeah. Pomeroy looks unchanged, but it's fun to drive through it either way. Yeah, I agree. It's a fun drive round here, isn't it? And much like those traffic lights, is it Thornford Regis on West Country 3? You can block all the traffic when you stop at the bus stop for a timing point, so it's all good, good, good. Skylar, the B7 is fairly decent. There's a couple of technical problems at the moment with the B7, which is why we've not done any videos of it recently. We think it's electrical. Who'd have thought? Right bus struggling with electronics. But yeah, we think it's purely electrical. Thor, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. Very kind of you. Thank you for supporting the channel there. Carl Foster, cheers for that. And Elliot, hello, 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 hello. Oh, and there's more tiles, is there? Oh, that's brilliant, because that is what we needed. Oh, we could have carried on with Halifax series, couldn't we, if they've got more tiles? Do you know? Mint, I love Volvo buses. In my city since I was young, we've had Volvo 7700s. Absolutely love it. It's sad there's no proper 7700 3-door 12 metre. Oh, do you know what? The 7700 is such a good looking bus, isn't it? I mean, we never had them over here, as far as I'm aware. We had the 7900, didn't we? They, the hybrid ones, they popped up certain places, but yeah, it's a shame we never had them. They really are good-looking buses. Absolutely. Well, hey, it's a Joe Dobson stream. Absolutely, Will. Welcome to our stream. Ah, oh, dear me. Right, we're off. We are off. Off to Totnes now. This is reasonably familiar, isn't it, this little bit? Although they built a petrol station on the corner in West Country 3. Right, hang on, we'll position ourselves like that so we can see. Are we going? Oh, you're going that way, right, okie dokie. Can guarantee there'll be someone. There's them there. Hopefully nobody drives through us. Flipping out, that Golf wasn't waiting about, worry. Do you know? We're off. Oh, CB, thank you very much for that. It's very, very kind. And good Lord, Mark, thank you very much. That is a wonderful present. Thank you. It should have popped up on the screen. I don't know why it hasn't, unless it's just thinking about it. You know what YouTube's like. The B7 Arrival is the best looking. I agree, you know, Imran, that it is a very good looking bus, isn't it, the B7? There we go, the CB thing's popped up. We're here. We're here. So obviously this is Totnes Hill, isn't it? Totnes Hill top and Totnes Hill bottom. Just like the good old days. And Mark, again, absolute superstar, my good man. Thank you so, so much. Very, very kind indeed. But, I shall put this to good use and buy more Train Sim World add-ons, Train Sim Classic add-ons, and OMSI add-ons. You can guarantee there'll be no, like, treating myself to a bottle of wine. It'll all go on simulation content. But that's a good thing, isn't it? We love a bit of simulation content. Right. Yes, apparently they're meant to be making a Pulsar 1 Master Switch R. It's all gone a little bit quiet, but I'm still hopeful. Skylar, do you know if anyone preserved a B7 Right Eclipse Metro from First South Yorkshire? Do you know what? I genuinely don't, Skylar. I would love to have preserved a B7 Metro, but my sort of knowledge of First was around Halifax, and we never had the metros. I tell a lie, we did have a couple of metros. God, we didn't have them long, but we definitely did have a couple, maybe one or two, not many, because I remember one turning up on the 548 once. But yeah, but they were more Bradford and York based, weren't they, around West Yorkshire? So Nathan, now you're getting a kebab tonight. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Nah, I've got my tea sorted for me, so I've got my own personal chef once he gets home from work. Oh dear me. Don't want my money going on fueling his alcohol addiction. Oh, it's not an addiction. It's not an addiction. It's just nice to enjoy life, isn't it? No, dear. Why start the channel? How do you mean? I don't know. Why did I start the channel, or am I starting another one? Heck, I don't know. One thing that we do need to announce, and Magic Toad will probably tell you more about it in the Discord in the future. He probably won't do it tonight because, like I say, there's obviously other things to be doing, isn't there? And when it's closer to the time. But me and Magic Toad are starting we're starting a train spotting channel. It's going to be a completely separate channel for this, but it's going to be mainly Magic Toad's, but obviously with my help and support as well, so it will be us too. We're going to be doing some train spotting videos where we just go to stations and watch trains belting through, and if you're a train lover and that sounds like the sort of thing you'd enjoy, then make sure you subscribe to that. Like I say, he's not set the channel up yet, so obviously I can't give you a link, but yeah, keep an eye out in the Discord, because of course we will be sorting that out at some point this year. We've already done a little bit of filming. Oh, there we go. I thought it had given up on us. We've already done a little bit of filming. Hopefully there should be some videos soon. but as I say, keep an eye out for that in the Discord. We will announce it in there. Alfie Terry, SP Gemini 2. I don't think they're making a Gemini 2 Studio Polygon. I think that's Master Switch. But yeah, they are making a Gemini 1. I don't have any news at this point, but yeah, keep an eye peeled. Just one eye, not two. You need another eye for doing something else, because you can't continually watch the channel, can you? Oh, hang on, where are we going here? Oh yeah, we go to the left, and then down that big hill, don't we? Is there a bus lane down here as well? Can we get round into a... Oh, there's a bus stop, lovely. Awesome. Morley Station Thrash with 185s. Oh, Imran, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Skylar remembers the 51 plate Metro was a blast, especially on Kickdown on East Bank Road. Oh, yeah, they did. Do you not always think they sounded a little bit knackered, though? Even when they were new, they sounded knackered, didn't they, B7L Metros? Look at this. This is the hill I used to love. Do you remember struggling up here? You couldn't take the Studio Polygon up here, could you? It'd blow up. The Studio Polygon light. You'd definitely be in limp mode by the time you got to the top. No street light should have to tackle such a hill. Oof, plenty of parked cars. Parked car road. Heck, we are crashing about in the back, aren't we? Ah, there you go. For anyone who wanted to join the Discord, Magic Toad has very, very kindly posted a link in the chat there. Yeah, do join the Discord. It's a nice little community. We've got quite a nice group of folk there, shall I say. Why am I indicating? We don't need to indicate. Look at that. This is a road and a half. Baker's Hill. No worries, Mike. Thanks so much for joining. It's been great to have you with us. Enjoy your OMSI. Can you not wait? You've seen me on OMSI and you're like, oh, I've got to do that. I've got to do that. Do you know what? I can't blame you. I absolutely love OMSI. It's still got a good many years left in it, hasn't it, OMSI? Which is quite good for the channel, actually, because, you know, I think if OMSI died, all my viewers would disappear, wouldn't they? Right. This is so much easier than a wheel, because they used to moan at me all the time around this bit. Having said that, it's probably easier because we've got no passengers on either. That's probably why there's no moaning. Skyler, yeah, they sounded knackered, but that was the appeal. Exactly, exactly. I personally prefer the B7 RLE, the 5405 plates, because they sound so smooth. The engine just sounds lovely, doesn't it? I mean, mine doesn't, because I think it's got a hole in the exhaust, so it sounds knackered. It sounds rough as anything. You could strike a match on it. The Discord is nice until Miles and GZ start squawking at each other. Oh, yeah, but we love a good squawk. Oh, it's the church, St. Matthew's Church. They've not seen a bus down here in years. And Alfie, First Enviro is making the Gemini pack. If you join the Studio Polygon Discord, he posts pictures in the booster previews. Absolutely, and it looks incredible. I mean, we're probably early here, aren't we? Oh no, we're late. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I know First Enviro in person. Lovely bloke. I mean, they all are from Studio Polygon, to be honest with you. A set of absolute top developers. But yeah, I've been very fortunate to be on Discord chatting with him in a private server whilst he's doing his 3D modelling and, you know, messing about with it. I mean, it's all way above my head. But yeah, it looks absolutely stunning, I can tell you that much. Mike, I'm on OMSI at least 4 times a day. Flipping heck. That is some commitment, isn't it? That is some absolute commitment. But I can completely see why. It's fantastic. Sometimes new buses and maps... Oh, hang on, I've missed this. Where are we? I think OMSI. I'm not ignoring you, love, but it sounds like that's a conversation you're having with somebody else rather than me, so I won't get involved. This reminds me of... Well, it's High Street, isn't it? So this is where the turnaround sort of is now. You can actually see a lot of the new map in the old map. I mean, considering the route is very different, there's still a lot of little features that are still there, and it's nice, isn't it? Right, where are we? I agree with the 54 and 55 plates. We didn't get them till late 09 on 55 plates. B10. Oh, I love B10s. Hang on, what am I doing? I tell you what I'm doing. I'm not looking at the road. There we go. Do you remember that bit? We're off down to the station now. And obviously on the newer map, we turn left at this roundabout. Well, we don't anymore, do we? I mean, let's face it. The trade estate bit's gone, hasn't it? We don't go up to the trade station. They moved the whole train station. But, right, off we go. How would I go on Booster on Discord to see progress? Ooh, I don't know. I'm a bit of a Discord novice. To be fair, if it wasn't for Mike Clark and Magic Toad, we wouldn't have a Joe Dobson Discord. There we go, look at that. From what I see, the pictures, First Enviro's done a fabulous job. Absolutely, yeah. Really top guy. And if it's a patch on the Enviro 400 MMC, then it's going to be fantastic. And you know it's going to be fantastic. It's one of those, when Master Switch or Studio Polygon announce that they're doing a pack, you just know it's going to be brilliant, don't you? So yeah, I have absolutely no qualms. Obviously, there may be a couple of bugs. You know, because there always is, isn't there, with new products like that, but it always gets ironed out and you end up with an absolutely fantastic product. When's my B10 getting fixed, Cam? Ooh, well, it was meant to go quite a while ago, and then due to unforeseen circumstances, it hasn't been. Yeah, it's one of them things. But fingers crossed it'll be done for this year. It might not be, you know how these things are. I wanted the B7 painting so that we could be out and about with it, but the painting has taken that long to sort of happen from the guy that I'd asked to paint it, that now we've started having technical problems. So do I really want to spend a load of money on having it painted for it to still be, to have things wrong with it? And the answer is no, of course. Alfie, I would love to drive a Gemini on the Arcala map. You and me both. That would be amazing. Can't wait until they both come. That'd be awesome, especially if, because it's based on the West Midlands. B7 Gemini in Travel West Midlands livery. My lords, that'd be fantastic. Have you seen the B10s on the workshop for City Bus? They've added modded buses. Modders have made a fair few buses. I haven't. Do you know what? I genuinely haven't. They sent me the the tools to do the modding before it was out, because I'd mentioned to them it would be great to make your own buses, and I never had a chance to have a play with it, which is a really big shame actually. Oh, I spy Rouleben. Oh yeah, because you didn't used to swivel round, did you? It was just a loop round. Oh, I love it. Right, we'll pull in and drop off all the people that aren't on our bus, and yeah, I'm hoping. Oh, there we go. We've got the timetable up. It says we were brilliant. It says we were brilliant, which is good to hear. Look at that, Rouleben. Ah, love it. Absolutely love it. I've actually been to Rouleben station in real life, and it does look absolutely exactly like this. We're just missing a couple of Berlin U-Bahn trains. Excuse me. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Do you know what? We'll take a commemorative photo of this bus. Dear me. Pull bus in for a Big Mac. Yeah, we should do, shouldn't we? I'm getting a bit hungry. Oh, right, okay. Streetlight and Enviro 400 getting updated tomorrow. I did not know that. The B9TL and B70 SP are doing. Yes, this is obviously North Seat, of course. Could you one day drive a Dennis Trident? Oh, you mean the ALX 400? I like that ALX 400, but I don't think we'll be driving it today. Anyway, I am going to love you and leave you temporarily. And I'm not going anywhere, don't worry, so you don't need to go anywhere too. I'm just going to pop you on the doodah so that I can start up Westcountry 3.03, because, I mean, let's face it, that is the one we've all been waiting for, isn't it? That's got all the new updates in. And yeah, I'll be back with you shortly. Right, there we go. Oh, we're back. Yeah, sorry, that took a little bit longer than I first anticipated. Unfortunately, you know what OMSI's like. We were just... I started a new route directly, and it crashed. So, yeah, it's just fantastic, isn't it? For that sometimes. Now, we are going to be driving the Route 1B today. We're in the Streetlight HEV, Hybrid Electric Vehicle, I'm assuming that stands for. It's got things like this little grille down here, and you can immediately straight away tell that there's a severe difference in quality. Oh, it's got a full rear destination as well. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so it's obviously Stagecoach in Sheffield, and look at that interior, isn't it just gorgeous? Really is lovely. The shadows, etc. And yeah, for the people that were asking about the screenshots, if you go to the passenger view like that and flick through, you can actually get a couple of nice, I mean, what's that one there? That's another nice one. Look at that. You can, you know, so there's quite a lot of nice screenshots. And that's what I use when I'm making my thumbnails. Yeah, absolutely agree. London, in terms of London, the B9s, it's a real shame they're starting to go now, because that was where I saw my first ever B9TL Gemini 2. And I was like, ah, it looks like a Gemini, but it's got that those weird headlights. What's that all about? And yeah, cool story. Yeah, it's a terrible little story, isn't it? But there you go. That's my first experience of Gemini 2s. Hey, dear me. Where I live in London before 2019, the ALX 400 ran. That seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? I mean, they don't even have a lot of Enviro 400s anymore, do they? They're all MMCs now. Right, hang on. We'll boop his way into the machine. Oh, you can't park there. How am I meant to get past you? You see, I've learnt from my mistake last time. There we go, we're on. Oh, typical Streetlight, sounds like it's falling apart in the engine bay. They never put the screws on. What do we think? Should we have... oh, we've got a bit of a certain dictator's tash there. Should we have the full complement of the right logo? Look at that, there we go. We'll have the full right logo. We've got no metal at the back we can click about with, have we? Oh, lovely. Look at that. I love that. If you just click it open, it shuts again because of gravity. Oh, brilliant. Dear me. So yes, the spec for them in Sheffield with the rear screen. I did not know that was the case, Skylar. Though with all these set bars, yeah, obviously, I thought that the person that did the repaint would have done it correctly. They do not look right, do they? Streetlights in this beach ball livery, but they do look. They do look a bit odd, don't they? It's like the Isle of Arran ones that are just a bit odd. Dear me. Right, so. First South Yorkshire use the ALX 400. Have they still got some? Flipping at their heritage fleet, aren't they? Thank you very much. Oh, the refreshment trolleys come round on this street light. Do I think a Doncaster map will come soon, Zach? Sorry, I'm reading it before it's pinged up on the screen. I'm really sorry. Terrible. Yeah, I think that well, as far as I'm aware, there's no plans in place for a Doncaster map. Get IOMX to give you some tips. He is one of the best map creators out there, after all. Right, hang on. I've completely forgotten how to drive this bus. Right, round we go. I'm going to end up clipping that wall out because some idiots... Oh, what's happening? What's that noise? Sounds like it sounds rough. Absolutely. Oh, Freddie DB, very kind. Just popped in to say congrats on 20k. Sorry I can't stay. Enjoy the stream. See you all. Oh, Freddie, you're a star. It's been great to have you here for all of the 10 seconds you've been able to join us. Who else have we got? Alfie Terry in London. We do have the Enviro 400 on the 3. Oh, is that in South London? The South London. We're going to have to drive through it, aren't we? There we go. There we go, Zach. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. About the Doncaster map, yeah, I don't know if there's any plans for a Doncaster map. I enjoyed pootling about with the map editor. I'd recommend that you download the editor and have a go at it yourself, personally, because it is an enjoyable thing. Oh, hang on, we're leaning on the horn. I just don't have the patience nor the time to actually do it. But when I was a little bit younger, I did play about with the map editor, and it was good fun. I enjoyed it. It's quite therapeutic. Toby, Daimler streetlights. Yeah, I think the Cummins ones sound a little bit smoother. Now, can we put in the B on this? 1B. Is that going to work? No. Oh, yes, it does. 1B, Totnes Circular. Yes, get that on the destination. Look at that. Totnes Circular anti-clockwise. I'm sure that's wrong. I'm still convinced that's wrong. Dear me. So, yeah, we're due out 4.5 minutes. So, we never pick people up in the bus station, do we? Buses for Sheffield. Doesn't it look out of place in West Country? Excuse me. When you turn the wheel too much, it makes that noise. Oh, is that what it is? Do you have to be moving, maybe? Oh, it makes a little hissing noise. We're going to have no air in a minute if I keep doing that. Iceman should do a northeast map or just Newcastle and Gateshead. Well, do you know what? A northeast map would be good because there's plenty of different liveries, isn't there? That you could have. Streetlights made after 2018 are generally the best. I mean, it's such a long time since I've been on a streetlight. I wouldn't like to say, to be honest with you. I know that it's the streetlights have never been a bus I particularly liked. When I picked up the B7 RLE from First Halifax, it was a Sunday. There was lots of buses parked up because it was a Sunday, obviously. And I asked, "Oh, can I have a little seat in the streetlight?" I didn't drive it or anything because obviously I couldn't. But because I don't work for Firstgroup and it's not my, you know, it's not my bus, is it? They're not going to say, "Oh yeah, take it for a spin around the block, be back in 20 minutes," are they? But yeah, I sat in the cab and it's just not a nice place to be. I'm sorry if you're a streetlight lover, but it's just so plastic, and you sort of look round you. Obviously the sim doesn't do it justice, but you sit there looking round you and you're just like, oh, this is. It felt quite clinical. I mean, the good thing of the B7 was it's because it's 18 years old now. It's my B7. It's what's the word? It's worn in. You know, there's scratches everywhere, but the cab doesn't seem so plasticky. There's a lot more sort of to it. So yeah, yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of the streetlights. Oh, don't get me wrong, this one on OMSI is fantastic to drive. Really, really is good, and I recommend it. Oh, Nathan, Donny has loads. Is that the ALX 400s? They're like the plague. I remember they always had really hard seats, although I think the South Yorkshire ones had the Esteban. Oh, hang on. They had the Esteban Civic ones in South Yorkshire, didn't they? Like these, but without the little headrests. The Bradford ones had really hard and comfortable seats. Alexander Hughes, thank you so much. Congrats on the 20k. Content is always great and hope to see more in the future. That's really, really nice of you. Thank you for that. It's been great that you've all stuck with me. Yes, abnormal. They are awful. What's this? High spec EVs with the wooden floors and USB sockets. Oh no, it's not what you want, is it? Yeah, they are awful, but sadly it's where London are going with their buses. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Oh, you mean streetlights? Donny's got loads of streetlights. I'm with you. I'm with you. Will likes them even less than me. I don't like the streetlights and street decks. They are the worst buses ever. Good lord, that is some quite strong emotions there against the street buses. Oh, absolutely, Toby. We are all entitled to our own opinion, and it depends what It depends what you grew up with, doesn't it? It depends what you've got in your local area. Like, I personally don't like ADL stuff because we didn't really have it around West Yorkshire. It was all right bus because it was first, wasn't it? Oh, hang on, look at those chairs inside. Where away? If we skip down, look at that. That's a really nice interior, is that? I like the little beach ball things on the headrests. Isn't that quirky? Ah, don't worry about it, Iceman. I'll let you off. Right, shall we go? Oliver George, I went on a streetlight yesterday and it sounded as if the engine was going to fall out on a 15-plate one. You never know if the rot on that bus underneath is anything like the rot on my Eclipse. There's probably a good chance it will fall out. There's going to have to be some preservation work done on that. There's quite a lot of rust underneath. So yeah, again, streetlights, maybe it will fall out. Who knows? God, could you imagine if it did fall out while you were going along? It'd go, oh, hang on. If you put your foot flat on the brake, it doesn't like it. Ah, what's happening? Why is my bus shaking? Shall we go? Peter S, why 720p? I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if the internet's having a bit of a wobbly. I was hoping for 1080p, so I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not done it. I don't think I can. I tell you what, if I stop here, right, hang on, we'll go to the YouTube live dashboard and see. No idea. You see, I don't really know what I'm doing with stuff like this. Right, we'll cross that off. And yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? Stream. Yeah, that's all linked. Video. Ah! Hang on. Right. Can we do 60 frames a second? Is that going to break it if I tell it to do that? Right, okay. Ooh. Yes. That might have worked. Either that. Ah, yeah, so output scaled resolution. For some reason it was scaling it down. Right, well, I've clicked that. It might not change it because it's obviously this stream. MP4. That doesn't matter, does it? There we go. Let me know if later on it means that later on you can have it in 1080p. It might be because we've already started with the stream that you can't change it, and then it'll just have to be for next time. Oh, hang on, don't crash into me. I'm proving to IOMX you don't have to go round the roundabout. There you go. Look at that. Oh, some people are just gifted, aren't they, behind the wheel? OMSI doesn't even run at 60 frames. Oh, right, I'm just thinking I just set all my videos to record at 60 frames a second. It's just force of habit. Means that it'll be the same for other games, doesn't it? See, you know things like this. You're technically brilliant. I'm just one of these people that uses it and gets cross when he's not read the manual.
Just a single, please, mate.
Oh, were they fixing it, Arriva? Imran, I'm with you. That's good. That's what we like to hear. Oh, this
Lovely.
flipping cash tray, I hate
Hello,
it.
single,
Oh, it makes me want to cry.
thanks.
Oh,
Outfit, one of my local routes in London. The 96 still uses Scania Omni Cities. Flipping heck, yeah, they're a rarity, aren't they? Adult day. Oh, well, the prices have changed.
Thank you very much.
They've come down. £2.90, £7 and 10 pence. £7 and 10 pence,
Hello,
lovely.
mate.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Right, okie dokie. So we'll get that shucks. We're running a little bit late. Good lord. Right, we won't pull out on this van. Oh, sorry, Skylar, I missed you there. Out of the Gemini, which one do you prefer? I think I prefer the B9TL Gemini 1. I like a B7, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer the B9. I think they're adorably short, aren't they, in comparison to the the B7. Though I have driven the B7.
Ticket, please.
I have driven a B7TL Gemini because, of course, our very own Magic Toad has got a B7TL Gemini, and I was very kindly asked to drive it for him. And it is a wonderful, wonderful vehicle to drive. Cheers for that, Volkswagen, is it? Sorry, I apologise for my pronunciation. Yes, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Streetlight WFS came before the DFS. Oh, the wheel forward came before the door forward. Yes, they did, didn't they? Because I remember when the Olympics were here in 2012, the bus that was following the people that were running with the flaming stick in their hand, the Olympic torch, of course. I mean by that, there was a streetlight following them behind, wasn't there? And it was all done up nice. I wonder whatever happened to that streetlight. Interesting one. Oh no, I'm one of those people. I've absolutely parked over a zebra crossing. Oh, aren't you just a terrible individual, Joe? You should be ashamed of yourself. What route are we on? We are on the 1B, Peter. Totnes Circular. Alfie, are you planning on preserving any more buses? Not at this precise moment in time. We've done all the vehicle expenditure for a good few years now. I've recently had to change my car. We've got the B7 that's having a few problems. The B10 needs loads of work, so I don't think I have any more money to play with at the moment. I think we're very much yeah. We've NatWest are very upset with me for spending so much money on these things.
Hello.
What?
Yeah, Badger. I know, terrible.
Hiya, driver.
Absolutely terrible, Nathan.
Hello there.
God, what are you all getting on for at this time? College finishes early now, doesn't it? It's 5:10. What am I on about?
Hello, mate.
5:10. Right, I can understand why they're all getting on now.
Single.
Right, £2.90, £2.10. Yeah, thank you.
Hello there.
Mike, I genuinely don't know, to be honest with you, why 3.03 West Country map lags like hell in Totnes. I would speak to IOMX, who is with us presently. I don't know if... I mean, I know that there's been some updates around Totnes, so maybe there's just more going on, and your computer's struggling. I genuinely wouldn't like to hazard a guess. Oh, we've committed. We've committed a traffic offence. Oh, hang on, we're in the back of a Passat in a minute. Flipping Nora. Oh, just let us go. Thank you. Lovely. Oh, there's an Enviro on the 1A. It's worth it, though, because you're saving such amazing buses. Cheers for that, Alfie. I think we definitely grounded out there, didn't we? And Skylar, yeah, absolutely agree with you. I prefer the Gemini 1 to the Gemini 2. They went to Scotland, did they? And they were on the 47 and 48. I'm with you. The South Yorkshire bus scene is a bus scene that I know very, very little about. West Yorkshire, yeah, talk to me about that all day, every day. Nathan, what did Nathan say? Had to change your car, yeah, I absolutely did, yeah, I was forced into it. Yes, absolutely. We've committed as the light turns yellow with it perfectly within braking distance. Yeah, that's absolutely it. Do you never do that when you're in a little bit of a rush to get somewhere and it goes yellow? Do you not just shout at the top of your lungs, "We've committed!" and go sailing through? Francesca, Joe, you need to bring out merch that says "I've committed" on it. Do you know what? We absolutely do. Oh no, because it's not "I've committed," is it? It's "We've committed." We should, shouldn't we? Like T-shirts and mugs and things.
Hello. A day ticket, please.
We could do like some sort of like Mamas and Papas baby merch, because you know, like I've committed to having a baby, just with "I've committed" on a pregnancy. Do that. Oh, pregnancy testing kits with "I've committed" on. Oh no, because I suppose you at that point you don't really know if you have committed or not, do you? This is getting rapidly out of hand. Let's just stop talking and focus on selling tickets. Joe Dobson Gaming branded pregnancy testing kits. Oh, I can see there'd be a boom, wouldn't there? Absolute boom. Is anyone else getting a little bit warm? Oh dear. Split Notion, thank you for the increase in OMSI videos. You are absolutely welcome. Of course, when there's something new out for a game, we like to spend a bit of time on it. Hence why Train Sim Worlds had a bit of coverage recently. Just you shouting, "We've committed." Yeah, absolutely. No, I don't think anyone would buy any merch with my flipping ugly mug on it, would they? Oh, we're so late. Why are we so late? Come on, Streetlight. Maybe that in 2023 merch is something we need to look at then. Oh, hang on. That would be pretty good then. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Foxy, I've just come back and Joe's talking about pregnancy. Don't worry, well, I'm not pregnant, so you don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to go on maternity and have 9 months off doing not doing videos. There's no worry about that. Yeah, definitely got a bit off topic, didn't it? Should make merch. Do you know what, Imran? I'll look into it. How's that? I'll look into it. I make no promises, much like my my Yora Lorry's company. I make no promises, but I shall look into it. Oh, hang on, that's the thing with Streetlight is it's a little bit nippy, isn't it? Right, nippy little thing. You put your foot down a little bit and you nearly end up in the back of someone else. Eh, dearie me. Oh, I love it, Francesca. I'm not going to read it out because YouTube might get upset with me for saying rude words, but yeah, absolutely love it. Read Francesca's comment, everybody. And it's better when you're being deliberately like that, isn't it, rather than accidental. Nobody wants to be accidentally one of them. Mike Ray, I like to watch trains on Trains in World 3, but my level crossings don't work properly. That's a bit of an odd one. Oh, hang on, we're straying onto the other side. Tia Maria would love an official Joe Dobson Gaming branded pregnancy testing kit. There we go. People are asking for it, folks. I told you there was absolutely a market for it. People are asking for it. What can I say? Oh dear. That'd be it. If it was a positive test, it could pop up with committed. And if it wasn't, if it was negative, it could pop up. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Oh, it'd be comical. Lee Helmack, I've just tuned in. What have I just switched on to? Oh, we're having a whale of a time here, I tell you. I don't know what to say anymore. Do you know what? I think I'll just stop talking. Oh dear. I know Imran. R.I.P. Mini. Well, the Mini's not got. Well, the Mini's gone from my ownership. But the Mini is still running. It's been sold on to someone else who's hopefully going to love it and take care of it as much as I did. Because you know what, anybody, if any of you are thinking like my first car or my next car, have a look at a Mini. They are so much fun, and I had 8 years out of my Mini, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I just need to get onto a company who make. I don't know whether there's companies like. Who was it that did all the? Yeah, if it's not yours, then heck. Oh dear. Oh, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Sorry, just need to have a moment. Oh dear. Yeah, the IOMX will know because he knows everybody. Oh, we've lost it, people. We've lost it. Oh, it's not good enough, is it? I'm sorry. We'll aim to do better in future. Oh dear. Tears streaming down my face. Oh dear. Right, we're back in Shyster Homes. Oh, do you know what? Oh, and we're late as well, so they're all going to start getting narky in a minute. Oh dear me, should we open the window? It's getting a bit warm.
Day driver.
There we go.
Return, please.
Right, no, what I was going to say, IOMX might know because he knows everybody. The people that do the cars, you know, that make the cars for the OMSI maps, they did it for London, didn't they? Because obviously the Orange Mini came with London. I might need to get in touch with them and ask if they can make my Joe's new car. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? And then you could have it as a little download, so you could have Joe running riot on your map in his new car. I say new car, it's not a new car, but oh, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Careful, your mascara will be running. How did you know? Oh dear me. I'm pretty sure that we're turning that fast as well with a clout with the back end on them railings, but never mind. Iceman, it would even be better. It would be even better with your voice activated, so that you would let them know. Absolutely. Oh no, Imran spit his tea out. That's no good. I hope it's not running down the monitor. That's not what you need. You'll have to get yourself to Curry's for a new monitor. Yes, we've done it. We've made Joe lose it. Absolutely. It's taken how many live streams, but we've absolutely got there. When you are at Cheshire Homes in Leighton, you said you just turned out, so look at it. Oh, I'm with you, Anne. Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly the kind of night you need on a Saturday, a good laugh. Absolutely. Well, I was expecting a bit more laughs from the you know, I kind of watched a couple of little bits of the coronation. I thought it'd be a little bit more humorous, but no, it was all very serious, wasn't it? So yeah, a little bit of comedy for Saturday night. You can't go wrong. Oh, hang on, we're up and over. There we go. Can never get round that roundabout in these buses. They're too long, aren't they? He says, having been the one that picked the bus that he's driving.
Hi.
Cheers for that, Alex. I really appreciate it. It's been a long old struggle, but we got there, didn't we? Here's to the next 20k, that's all I'll say. God, could you imagine? I might be able to retire and do it full time. Oof, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Lady of leisure working from home. Fantastic. No, I don't think I could leave. I don't think I could leave my job. I love it too much. I sit and complain about it all the time, but I do love it. I do absolutely love it. Absolutely ruthless, Jet. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. It's the sort of idea I can get behind. These cars don't know what giveaways are, do they, up here? We are literally full speed ahead. We've got our foot down as much as possible at this point. And we're still not getting up the hill.
Morning, sweetie.
You were boarded at the most inconvenient bus stop, madam. What happened to Boundless Bay? Did it fall victim to the reinstall? Unfortunately, yeah, it did. So when it said mini-series on the Boundless Bay, it was a mini-series, quite literally one episode. It's a shame, actually, because that's something I'd like to have carried on with. I did want to get... You see, it's one of those things, isn't it? Unfortunately, because I work shifts, it's one of them, it's so unpredictable. There's a lot to be said for being... Oh, we're not stopping here. There's a lot to be said for being in a job that's a little bit more predictable, isn't it? Because obviously then I could say, well, we're going to live stream every week. But with it being such an unpredictable role, it's one of those where I can't guarantee it. And so it's not fair on you guys. I absolutely agree. Because you want to see a relatively reasonably frequently uploaded series, and Boundless Bay, I wanted to do it all as a live stream only series so you could all have your input, and it just didn't work. The idea, the intention was there. There was good intentions. Oh dear. What's my favourite video I've made, Imran? Are you actually not getting on because I've not parked quite far enough down? Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but you've missed it, chaps. We're 2 minutes late as it is. You're yeah. You can wait for the next one, which will be me because there's only one bus on the circuit. It'll be me again in another half hour. Oh dear. Yeah, it has to be this one. This has been such good fun, hasn't it? Oh dear. I'm gonna need to lie down after this, I can tell you that for free. Can I download a Trent Barton Mango livery for the Optare Solo? I don't know, is there one available? If there's one available, I'll absolutely go and download it, because I love Trent Barton. I don't know if they're as good, as I remember them, but when I used to, I've only been round once. It was when they had pink eclipses on the Michelover, so that's quite a while ago, isn't it? I think they were Euro 4 eclipses. Really, really, really enjoyed it. It was such a fantastic fleet. And yeah, really, really fantastic fleet. So yeah, I'm hoping they're still as good and they've not sort of fallen victim to their own success. Right, this is where Railmix says he can easily get round here because he's done it with bendies. Oh, we've taken out the... I'm sure we've taken out the... Oh no, we've not. Look at that. Like I say, some people are just gifted behind the wheel, aren't they? It's a shame I'm not one of them. Flipping heck, Alfie. Blow me number. Cheers for that. I appreciate it. Thanks, Joe, for keeping us entertained. You're amazing. Oh, you are too kind. You are absolutely too kind. Oh, you did. That's lovely. And TNG TV, again, thank you so much. You're all very kind. Oh, this child's going to start yelling at us in a minute. Hang on.
Excuse me. Can I have a ticket, please?
Can you just wind your neck in, please? I'm just trying to talk to me.
Excuse me. Can I
Oh,
have a
no.
ticket, please?
Oh, this is a disaster.
Excuse me.
Where's this? She wants a
Can you
single.
hear me?
I
Excuse
can't.
me.
Oh, can you hear me? Oh, go and sit down. You'll be getting off at the bus in a minute. Nasty little attitude. Oh dear. No, thank you both. You are so very kind. I'm really glad you enjoy the content. It's what keeps me coming back here on a daily basis. Oh, Will, have we missed your birthday, love? Well, happy birthday, and I hope you got lots of nice things. Have you got any of the Go North East liveries? Oh, hang on, sorry. We're sorry. Yeah. I think we're absolutely. I need to lie down, don't I? We need to stop driving. With oh dear, I've got a message on my ticket machine, haven't I? Yes. Sorry, I need to read that. It'll be for Kelly Kapoor. Right, hang on. So, yes, Iceman, have you got any Go North East liveries? Are you not getting on either? Oh, do you know what? We'll leave you behind then. I'm not pandering to you. I'd even have knelt the bus, but they're not bothered, are they, about that? Yeah, I did have a couple of Go North East liveries. I'm not too up with the more modern ones. I mean, we've got the Go North East the Lime on the Renown, haven't they? Because I played that many moons ago, didn't I? Yeah, with the old AD156 Renown. Oh, happy days. Happy days. On the Manly map of all things. Beautiful. Oh, I'm glad videos always make you laugh, Alfie. That's good. If I can bring a little bit of joy to people's lives, that's all I'm bothered about. We're still recovering from the pregnancy test. Well, we're not going to dredge that back up, I can tell you that now. I'll end up crying behind the wheel. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. There's another Joe in the midst, everybody. Oh, nobody's getting on, nobody's getting off, so we'll carry on. Skylar Hinchcliffe. Joe, I'm in your Discord server. Excellent. And I love being in it. I also love the content. You're very, very kind. You're very kind. Peter S. Do the two buses on the 1A and 1B just stick to their route, or do they go one round on the 1B? No, they... oh, I've just driven past them while I'm reading your comment, Peter. Oh, dear. There's going to be so many complaints from passengers going into Stagecoach Sheffield. Of course, they're going to ask why there's a Stagecoach Sheffield bus running around in the West Country. That's nothing to do with us. Are you mad? Oh, that's another thing that came with the latest. There's caravans now. So if you're not stuck behind the bus, you can be stuck behind a caravan. Oh, what was I saying now? Yes, they do continue to go around. So if you're on a 1B, you'll be on a 1B, and then on a 1B, and then on a 1B. You'll keep going round. What are we doing here? I'm pretty... Excuse me. What's happening? Your light's on red. I think they've committed and all, haven't they? Good lord. Yeah. Oh, dear me. Yeah, you keep going round and round and round. You don't bounce back and forward between the two. There we go. Have we got a bunch of people that are actually going to get on our bus now, or are you going to be too stuck up about my parking position? Oh, hang on. No, right. I'm with you. It's because we're full. That's not full. There's never been full. There's loads of space. Move down. Where are we? Do we open the cab door? Oh, hang on now. No, you turn that handle down. Open. Oi, you, madam, old lady, move down, love. You're causing an obstruction. Oh no, sorry, love. They won't. They won't move down. There's nothing I can do. Whilst I know I don't work for Firstgroup, the first bus says stay and cab on it. So I can't get out to move them manually, physically. So, oh, you'll have to wait for the next one. Do you know? Yeah, Alfie, in case you missed it, there was something about Joe Dobson branded pregnancy tests. And if you were positive, I'd shout, we've committed. Oh dear me! I know, Iceman. Yeah, that's absolutely it. You'd have to be there. You'd have to go back and watch it later on. Oh, the old lady couldn't get on anyway because we're full. That's what happens when you run a 11.5 metre bus on the little town runner. Can't believe it. Company WhatsApp immediately. Right, hang on. Where are we? Oh, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Yeah. Whereabouts is that? Have you just done that on? Oh, of course you've done that because you've written over the little tassels. That'd be a great hoodie, wouldn't it? I'd wear that. He says as he smashes his iTelephone against his steering wheel. Luckily, we've not smashed the screen in bits. Francesca, I used to love the feeling of having a full bus and just sailing past packed bus stops. Oh, you're evil. Although it has to be said, I can understand the thrill of inconvenience in other people. There's something lovely, isn't it? That you've really, through no fault of your own, you've inadvertently ruined someone else's day. It's funny. I mean, it's one of them things, if your bus is full, there's absolutely nothing you can do, is there, you know? I mean, that lass could have moved down, couldn't she? But it's one of those things. Oh, I'm with you, Alfie. You were here in the first place. Oh, I don't know. That's terrible. The looks are amazing. Well, I mean, I get it. When I'm driving the Eclipse, there's people that are stood waiting at bus stops. And, you know, I'll be driving past with not in service on the front, and they'll still stick their arm out. And we've had people throwing bags across the pavement. We've had people jumping up and down. We've had people giving us obscene gestures. And you just think... yeah, it's just obviously some people, they realise and like, oh right, okay, no worries. Like, well, they don't say that because we're going flying past, aren't they? But they're like, they sort of realise and you can tell, and they step back. But some people get really cross, and it's just funny. All right, okie dokie. So where are we going next? We'll bin off our street light. There we go. We'll bin that off. And I don't know if my OMSI is going to crash now, because so what I'll do, because I know that sometimes streaming, you can it makes OMSI go throw a bit of a wobbly. So what I'll do, let's have a look. We'll see if it works beforehand, and if not, I'll just have to pop the Cisco hold music back on while we. Oh dear, where are we? This has been a good stream. We've had a good load of people in tonight. This has been brilliant. I've enjoyed having you all here. Francesca, I don't know how I lasted as long as I did the small things make your day when you're having a crap one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, that'd be nice, shall we? What's that then? We've got a couple of first liveries. No, it's been decided. Somebody mentioned Trent Barton earlier, so let's have a bit of Trent Barton. Westcountry 3.03. Oh, I'm sorry, Skylar. I'd love to drive the Renown, but unfortunately, we have... I forgot to put the HOF file in the Renown, so we haven't got a HOF file. It'd be like the last one where we'd be racing round. We'd be racing around with nobody on. So we are going to drive this, because, I mean, let's face it, it's a cracking livery, isn't it? Look at that! Oh, it's good. TNGTV F1 Podcast and Vlogs, hello, welcome to Joe Plus. I hope you benefit from being a Joe Plus member. I hope you enjoy it. You can also join as a Joe Plus member. This is a shameless plug of my own channel. Look at that. You can join as a Joe Plus member, where you get early access to videos, usually 24 hours before everybody else. And obviously you pop up in green on the chat, so I see your messages. They stand out as opposed to other people's, so I'm more likely to reply to your message because it stands out, doesn't it? Right, hang on, where are we going? So we're going to Totnes Bus Station, 1740 down to Totnes Road. So I've already done a video on this. I think I released it today actually. So there's going to be obviously not many differences, but hey ho, it's a gorgeous bus. And it's going to be a good run. So we've got this. Oh, that's very similar to the new First maquette, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, Skylar. I'd like to drive the Renown, but yeah, it was sort of my fault. The video where you had the destination set to Totnes and you was wondering why nobody was getting on, and then you realised your destination was wrong. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do, doesn't it? Right, hang on. Let's get this bus fired up. The Joe's Committed Bus Company, where we go past the lights when on orange. Absolutely, absolutely. See, I really like the Eclipse too as well. I think it's a fantastic bus. Magic Toad, less likely to ignore your message. Yes, well, you know, it's you say potato, I say orange. You know, it's one of those things, isn't it? Right, okay, let's get that set on. 35 to Paignton. Let's get those on. We've got, oh yeah, we'll have a bit of that. I still don't really know how you get the blowers on. Is that what that is? Something like that. That'll do. Oh, hang on, I'm changing my red text. We don't want to do that. Can't beat the old ship maquette from East Yorkshire. Oh, it was good, wasn't it? Alfie, the only channel on YouTube where it feels like a family community. Oh, yeah, we're always falling out in lumps, aren't we, like any normal family. There's always that cousin you can't stand, isn't there? But no, it is lovely. There's such a great group of people who follow this channel. Every single one of you are absolutely fantastic, and it's great having you here. It really, really is. It's so much fun, isn't it? And I'm glad that everyone can sort of get involved. And like I say, I'm sorry if I occasionally miss you messaged. and I say miss your message. There's quite a few on the chat that I've missed, such as Stephen Kendall. I'm very well, and I hope you're well also. And Nathan said he could send me the HOF file. Oh, don't worry about it, Nathan. We'll stream again. We'll stream again. Yeah, I do read them all. It's just difficult to reply at the rate that I'll have to speak in double time, won't I? Right, okie dokie. So we are running low on air. No, the company slogan is we make no promises, because then when people kick off and say my bus was cancelled, I'm like, well, yeah, but you know, we never promised it'd arrive in the first place, so you know it's fine. Right, 35 goes off here. Oh, I've clouted the back end on that wall. Oh no, maybe not. Look at that, I might have actually managed to get that round there. Look at that! Tell you. Say it before, say it again. Gifted behind the wheel. Oh, we've run out of air again. Do you think the Studio Polygon Gemini will be awesome? It absolutely will. Absolutely will. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, we are committed to each other. Yeah, well, that might be it. No, we could do wedding rings that say we are committed to each other, couldn't we? We've committed. Joe Ahead Group branded weddings. Oh, do you know what? The opportunity here for making some money through the Joe Ahead brand is just, yeah, I think that, you know what, you're all onto something there. Random things. Joe, I never understand why you stop at the bus station, as nobody ever gets on. I know, nobody gets on, do they, at the bus station? Which is why I said earlier, I quite like because this is a bit more sort of like that. I preferred the old Paignton bus station from Buses of the Westcountry 2.9, because it meant that the AI stuff could actually get onto the stand, and admittedly they did that thing where they sort of crashed into everything while they were trying to get off the stand, because, you know, it's OMSI, isn't it? They can't reverse. But don't worry about it. Dathy Hallett, trying to be noticed by Joe. Joe notices everything. Joe notices everything. The only bit of Joe Ahead which turns a profit. Oof, feel like that's a little dig at my failed bus company, sim company. If Joe misses any more messages, we'll all go and have a protest. Don't ignore us, Joe. Absolutely. Do you know what? It's the icing on the cake of my terrible day that I needed. It's been a day of disasters today. I won't bore you with the details, but it was round. Do you know what? I thought this stream would be a disaster because we had an event at work, and then when I was on my way home, my number plate fell off the back of my car, and you know, it's just one of those where everything just seems to go wrong. You know, and you sit at home rocking in a corner. So I thought the stream would be a disaster, but it really has made my day so much better. But yeah, a viewer/subscriber strike. I could absolutely see it happening. Reckon they will even get the sounds of the Gemini sounding like a Hoover. They absolutely will, Skylar, because I got First Enviro into a depot to get sounds off First B9TLs, B7TLs, B7TLs that are permanently hoovering, so they have got perfect Hoover sounds because we recorded it. We managed to do everything, inside, outside, all the clicking, the sounds and everything. So yeah, the sounds are going to be absolutely fantastic. They're going to be brilliant. Can you drive a map you don't own on OMSI 2? I don't think that's possible. You have to own it to be able to drive on it, surely. Is that not how it works? I don't know what you're asking me to do there. Joe notices everything except the red lights. Absolutely. What's your favourite out of the Gen 3 pack, the Valen pack, and the 400 MMC pack? What do you think's best value for money? The 400... I wouldn't get the Gen 3 pack, to be honest with you. I just don't really like the buses that it contains. So I don't see value for money. But if you like Gemini 3s and Street Decks, it's a fantastic pack. The Valen pack for me is the one I come back to the most often. But then again, I prefer single deckers, and that's the only pack out of the 3 you've listed that have single deckers. This bus is fantastic. It's amazing. I cannot rate it enough. The 400 MMC is also brilliant, but I don't really like the 400 MMCs in real life, so I don't find that I get a lot of use out of it other than on the channel. We've gone on strike. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Imran. Oh, what do you want from me? Still, the Gemini Hoover sound was a classic in Sheffield. It's one of them, isn't it? You'd always hear B7TLs way before you'd see them. You know, you could hear them from across the city. Leeds was another one. It sort of, the sound reverberates throughout all the buildings. Matt Val, will OMSI ever come to consoles? Sadly not. I'd love to say it would, but it just won't, I'm afraid. The development on OMSI, from what I'm aware, has completely stopped from the original developers. It's only third-party developers that develop it now. I've said develop too many times now. Dear. So yeah, I think for the money, I'd be looking at either the Studio Polygon Renown, because you get so many different variants, and obviously I love the Renown, or this Eclipse, because again you get plenty of variants, and they're on about adding the Pulsar, aren't they? So that's obviously, it's like a completely different bus, isn't it? Different cab. The only things that are similar is the bodywork, but yeah, I'd go with this. Right, let's actually get reversing off stand. B7 Hoover was louder than a Class 68. Yeah, do you know what? I don't think they're far off, are they? Competition-wise. Oh, look at that. We've got loads of room. Loads of room, man. Am I excited for Yorkshire Counties 4? Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat, GZ. Now, every time I pull out of here, I crash into someone, and it doesn't appear that today is any exception. Have they crashed into me? No, they haven't. They've waited. Oh, well, we'll give them a double flash on the hazard lights. Is this livery available on Fellows Film? I'd imagine so. I get most of my liveries through Fellows Film. A pay rise would stop the strike. When you say a pay rise, I don't believe I pay you at the moment, do I? So you want paying? Oh no. Oh, I can't afford it. I'll have to stop trading. Like all my bus companies I've ever set up on OMSI. I really would love Dennis Darts to come to OMSI. They are amazing buses. They are, Alfie. They absolutely are fantastic. There was talk of a Dennis Dart making an appearance in the future. Again, it's one of those where it maybe it will, maybe it won't. Come on, don't do this to me. Is nobody getting on? Let's... Oh, there we go. We moved the clock forward and they're getting on. I thought my HOF file had broken again. Oh, hang on, love. Hang on. Just bear with, please. 10p change. Francesca, I always think this bus station, if you have buses either side of you, it would be near impossible to get out. It probably would, actually. It would be difficult, wouldn't it? Right, there we go. Let's just shut the doors and go. I know we're a little bit early, but there'll be another one in half hour if they've missed it. Or 20 minutes. I'm not sure what the frequency is anymore on this. Is it every 20 minutes? Probably will be. I think it always was. Dear. What year was the Dennis Dart built? Well, there's quite a few Dennis Darts, isn't there? So I guess they were built over many years, and even the Enviro 200s, the early ones, were on a Dennis Dart chassis. They were on a Dart 4 chassis, so you know,
Hello.
I technically, well, you could call them Dennis Darts. So yeah, they were built for a good many years. A very popular chassis. I can't really think why, because I never really cared for the Darts, but obviously they do get a lot of love. IOMX doesn't even know what the frequency is. Suppose you didn't really do the timetabling, did you, love? I think it's about every 20 minutes. Yes, Imran, I think this is going to be the last route, because I'm getting a sore throat now. I need a lozenge. Gimme lozenge for my throat. Which is a, if you're a Miss Jocelyn fan, you'll understand where that's come from. If you're not a Miss Jocelyn fan, just go on YouTube and search Little Miss Jocelyn Bus Driver and watch those. That's who I aspire to be. But yeah, definitely need a lozenge. I'm going to start singing In the Name of Jesus in a moment. Again, another reference from there. Go and watch it, you'll love it. It's Joe as a bus driver. Dennis Darts were built into 2008. Is that when they brought out it's the E20, yeah, the ADL E20D chassis, I think it's called now. Oh, Abnormal has sent me something on Discord, and Nathan is off to bed. Rightio, good night, Nathan. Thanks for joining us. And right, hang on. Right, let's Let's try and... So you shouldn't really be using the mobile telephone whilst driving. I love it, Abnormal. That's fantastic. Oh, it's all the most flattering images, isn't it? I look like there's a bad smell, don't I? Maybe they're doing the spreading on the fields behind the house. Oh dear.
Hiya.
I don't know what I was in the middle of telling the tale, wasn't I? I was complaining there was some sort of insect on my car. Just joined back in and just talking about Jesus now. Absolutely, we're covering all bases, aren't we? Covering all. Are we going? Yeah, there we go. The ADL E20D, that's the one. Do I prefer ADL or Scania buses? Well, you can have ADL and Scania. You can have the best of both worlds. If you wanted a 400 MMC, that's ADL, you can have it on a Scania chassis. Thing with Scanias is they always sound like they're about to fall apart, don't they? Again, much like the streetlights, the Scania engines always sound knackered. Maybe they are knackered, maybe they are, but we went down... oh, hang on. No, not behind the caravan, not behind the caravan. Oh, we're pushing out in front of the caravan. I mean, I know that I'm in a great big walloping bus, aren't I? Hey, take your sheep off my bus. Absolutely. Step entrance Dennis darts are brilliant, Iceman. Yes, I've driven a Dennis dart. It did belong to my late friend, who sadly passed away a few years ago. But yeah, it's the Paignton dart that's at Town and District. Lovely, lovely, lovely bus. But obviously, with it being a step entrance Dennis dart, it's quite top heavy, so you sort of wobble about while you're going down the road. I was so nervous driving it because obviously it belonged to someone who was very special to me, but it was really, really nice. I mean, we did the video, didn't we, on Preserved Bus Adventures, that step entry dart. Really, really nice. If you see it at rallies, make a point of having a ride on it because it's a lovely bus. Oh, Rocket Gamer's off. Thanks for joining us. Alfie Stewart, tonight I'm going to binge Little Miss Jocelyn. Absolutely, absolutely. In terms of my OMSI settings, Northern Transport Adventures, I've just got them on the base settings. I tweaked the anti-aliasing. Sounds like I know what I'm on about there, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I tweaked the anti-aliasing settings. I plopped another junction, haven't I? Oh, it's terrible. But yeah, apart from that, I've not actually done anything. I turned the things that load on the map and that up to full. Because if I'm not doing it, I'll have to wait here, won't I? Because if I'm not on London, it all sort of works. We are doing all the topics. We are, absolutely. I blocked the zebra crossing again. Do I look like an A to Z? Yeah. Should say that. Yeah, dear. Joshua, you don't need to answer this, but if you don't want to, but do you have a girlfriend or boyfriend? Oh, I currently have a fiance. We got engaged in December in Berlin. So that's all lovely. You know, we love Berlin. Berlin transport. Brilliant. Oh, but yeah, so yeah, fiance. She's put a ring on it. It should say we've committed, shouldn't it? Should we just try and go through there? I reckon maybe we can get through. Maybe not with... Oh, there's absolutely loads of room. We're just sat in the middle of the road blocking traffic. It looked a lot narrower than what it is. Look at that. There's absolutely huggins of space either side. Even with the lorry there. For goodness sake. Oh, dearie me. Do you know what? I've been working too long today, haven't I, on driving my buses. I need a PMB. You could get a bus through that, quite literally, yeah. I need help. How do I move the Studio Polygon 400 MMC? Well, make sure that when you put it in drive, you've got your foot on the foot brake. And don't forget, if you're driving the ADL variant, every time you do a bus stop, you need to put your foot on the foot brake so the little brake icon disappears off. It's an ADL safety feature. That got me. That got me. Busman, very kind of you. Thank you very, very much. And SGGERG, you're not making it easy for me to pronounce that, are you? But yeah, I use a Thrustmaster T300 RS. I did also have the Logitech G920. Again, great wheel. If you're buying something that's 900 degrees from Thrustmaster or Logitech, you're pretty much guaranteed for a good wheel. I really can't fault them. Yeah, why are you ringing my bell? I need to get off. you open the doors, please? Nobody gets on and nobody gets off. Mishmosh. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to watch it after this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Core blimey geezer, mate. Tell you, Little Miss Jocelyn bus driver on YouTube. You'll love it. I mean, I'm thinking most of you get the reference already. Looking at the comments. Sodom and Gomorrah, get back here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Joe popped the question in the OMSI default map. Historic moment, absolutely. Yeah, the default OMSI map. That was where we decided.
Just a
Oh,
single, please,
brilliant. Yeah, it's almost poetic,
mate.
isn't it?
Lovely. Cheers.
Oh, hang on. Wait! Nearly. It's me not paying attention. I've not quite committed enough to smash into the Golf. Just had a look, and it's you. Yeah, absolutely, Imran. Yeah. I mean, I don't look like that. I don't have my hair scraped back into a bun. But you know, the mannerisms. Yeah, yeah. Harry and the Bees. Thanks for the stream. Don't worry about it, Harry. Thanks for being here. There's no point streaming if nobody comes and views, and obviously you're all here, so we may as well, haven't we? Nothing happens without you guys. Grundorf video when? We should do a little Grundorf video, shouldn't we? Just a little pootle there and back. Problem is my German is not good enough to speak. I don't speak OMSI German, so I can't do the ticket selling. I don't really fancy having a row with an angry German woman.
Hello.
I'm not old enough to know about Little Miss Jocelyn 2006. Heck, that's only just happened. How can you be old enough to watch my stream if you were... Oh no, I can't drive Gladbeck. Because you did a video, didn't you, on Gladbeck, moaning about it, IOMX, from many, many years ago. About how it was terrible in every way and you hated it. Joe Holland, what make of car are you driving at the moment? I am currently driving a Mercedes at the moment. So she's gone up in the world. No, it's most definitely not brand new. Flipping heck. 13 years, started it in 2010. Flipping heck. That's, you know, and 13 years to make a map. But isn't it brilliant? It was certainly worth every single one of those man hours, wasn't it? Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Nein, mein Deutsch ist fantastisch. I do often, yeah, I like to practice my German, but I just don't fancy arguing with an OMSI woman, because the OMSI passengers don't make sense at the best of times, even when they're speaking English. So I certainly don't want to speak to them in German. Oh dear. The only German I know is du hast. Well, that could be classed as being quite disrespectful, because it's du hast is you have, but it's like that's like the familiar version of it. And if you were saying you have in the formal version, like someone you didn't know, you'd say ihr seid, which is completely different, isn't it? Ihr as in IHR and then Seid as in SEID. Yeah, it's one of those. They could think you were being rude, but then they'd probably notice the British accent and be like, oh, he clearly doesn't know what he's on about. They often look at me like I'm a moron when I'm over in Germany. Alfie Stewart, I'd love to see a video where Joe talks German all the time. Oh dear. Yeah, could you imagine? And abnormal, I'm going to go now. Congrats on 20k and have a lovely night. Thank you so much, you two. Thank you for joining us, Abnormal. Really, really, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. It's been good fun, hasn't it? We should do this again sometime. If I go there, then I go there. Absolutely. Why is your name Joe Dobson? Nathan Lowe. It's a good question. You would have to ask my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dobson. They decided that Joe was an excellent name. I think that they just picked it so that so I could have like YJ08JOE on a private plate. That'd be I'll any sort of 3-letter name, Ben or Sam, any 3-letter name. Then you've just got a private plate made for you, haven't you? Dear. Who's ringing my bell? Do you do that at home? Would you like me to come to your door, stand outside and keep ringing your bell? It's brilliant, isn't it? They also notice it's Rammstein lyrics. Ah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Flipping out, we're going for it, aren't we? Is it Rammstein that sing Mainland? I think I've heard that before. Eh dear. Can you do First Glasgow? I could find a First Glasgow livery probably for the buses, but there's no Glasgow map at this moment in time, Sean, I'm afraid, so we couldn't actually drive a proper Glasgow route. But yeah, I can certainly have a look and see if we can find a livery. Alfie, we should do this again sometime, is what people say when they know they're never going to do it again. Oh no, we're going to OMSI stream again, aren't we? We love a bit of OMSI streaming. We should have taken this eclipse round the
What?
round the other route, shouldn't we? We might have fit everyone on. Stop being so germophobic. Absolutely. Nobody likes a germophobe. Cameron Sutherland, hello, hello, good evening. Long-term viewer, first-time commenter. Commenter. That commenter is right. Yeah, you're right. It's me that's not. Who'd have thought? Congrats on 20k. Thanks for that, Cameron. I appreciate it. And I really, really love the fact that you all keep coming back, as I say. Joe should absolutely do a Q&A. A Q&A on what? There's nothing that anyone really wants to know about me. I'm not that interesting. Here we go. Thornford Regis. Whee! Flipping heck. Oh, cheers for that, Joshua Plays. Yep, we absolutely have committed. Oh, dear. It's good fun. Recognise my profile picture? I don't. It's so small. I can't, on my screen, I genuinely can't see it. I'll have to go back and look later. Commentee, that's the one. Joshua Plays, I am germophobic. Oh, I am sorry to hear that, love. Busman, have you seen the new BYD and ADL buses? I've seen the like the artist's impression, but they're yeah, they look a bit different, don't they? It'll be interesting to see what they look like in person, because things often look very different in a drawing to when you see them in real life. Right, here we go.
Hi.
Hello, mate.
We support all communities,
Alright,
even
ticket,
Joe's.
please.
Oh, it's very kind, isn't it? I feel somewhat humbled.
Lovely. Cheers.
Somewhat humbled by the whole thing. Oh, we're late again. Yeah, the timetabling's definitely a bit more... Oh, it is, I'm with you. I can see that now. Is that the girl that was yelling at me earlier? Have you screenshotted it and set it as your profile picture? Oh, no, I'm going to be having PTSD looking at that. Iomax, can't believe you've not noticed any of the vulgar number plates yet on this map. Have we changed the AI list so they've got vulgar number plates? Oh, do you know what? The next car that goes past, we'll have a little look. We'll have a look and see. Are they all vulgar, or is it just... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll nip down to the back of the bus. There we go. We'll pause it and have a look at this chap behind. DZD. Oh, okay. It's not that one. That's not a vulgar number plate. Alfie, I wish OMSI had multiplayer. Just imagine driving around in a lobby, 20, seeing loads of other players driving. That would be amazing. It would, wouldn't it? Could you imagine? I mean, I don't think the game would handle it. It's one of those games, isn't it? It barely even handles me driving around on it without other people. But yeah, any sort of multiplayer bus driving game like this would be awesome, where you can see your friends. Oh, only like 1% are vulgar. I'm with you. Oh, so I probably won't notice them then, because otherwise we're going to be pausing every time, unless we just pull up behind someone. and it just happens to be rude. E100 EVs. Oh yeah, I'd say they were doing an Enviro 100. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, we'll nip out in front of this Range Rover. He'll be livid he didn't manage to get round us, won't he? I know, we've been playing for 2 hours already. Where does the time go? I'm actually going to have to go after this route, because yeah, I'm going to go and have some tea. Can't believe I've not had tea yet. It's the new Halifax and District map. Do you know what? I would genuinely pay someone, I would commission someone to make a Halifax map. Just the 548 route, and maybe the 549 if they're feeling a bit fruity. I would love to do like a... I mean, it's one of these things. I am not talented enough, and I'm happy to admit that. I am not talented enough to create a map as good as this, or Arcala, or even Yorkshire Counties. You know, it's a good map. I know I prefer these maps, which is why I drive them more, but it is the 35, yes. Sorry, getting off track. But I am not talented enough to create a map as good as this, so I'm not even going to attempt to make a Halifax map, because it would be terrible, and you'd all be like, nah, it's garbage. And I couldn't blame you, because it would be. But if any creator sort of wanted a challenge of creating a real-life map, I would absolutely commission OMSI to make me a Halifax map. What's your hourly rate, love? But, you know, it'd be brilliant. As I have quoted before, my going rate is £60,000 a year for map building. Flipping heck. We're going to need more donations for that, folks. I'll tell you that now. 60,000 a year, good lord. Right, well, yeah, okay, so I think we need to accept that a Halifax map's not on the horizon, is it, for OMSI? Time flies when you have fun, but then when you're at work, it's like a lifetime has gone before you finish your shift. Do you know what? I genuinely don't feel like that. A lot of the time, my shifts tend to fly by. Normally because I'm whizzing up and down causing mayhem. So there's never a quiet moment. What you having? Chinese, Italian, or Indian? Ooh, do you know what? We're not having it with committed. Look at that! We've committed! Brilliant. No, we're not. We have got some burgers from M&S. M&S, look at that. I think they're from M&S. They're from a supermarket. Insert supermarket name above. And there's... yeah, there's some other bits and pieces to go with them. Magic Toad, what's your hourly rate, love? Oh, you've definitely had that shouted at you on a street corner. Oh, dear. Oh, it's not good, is it? Oh, dear. Come on, Joe, keep up the good work. Cheers for that, British Penguins. I appreciate it. What's your favourite football team? Mine is Arsenal. Ooh, I don't know, to be honest with you. I did follow Chelsea many moons ago, but then I stopped following them because you see my other half will be sat downstairs now with Ed in his hands. I mean, Manchester City every now and then turns ahead. You know, I can raise an eyebrow at Manchester City every now and then. If you know me, you'll understand that reference. But yeah, I don't really follow football, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You know you want to post me a nice burger, don't forget the garlic sauce on the chips. Oh, I'd love a bit of garlic sauce right now. I don't think we've got any, but we do have all the Nando's sauces, like literally all of them. And I often combine them. Bit of chili jam, bit of that Perinese. Oh, do you know what? We might have to terminate this bus at the hospital because I'm salivating here. Flipping heck. Any normal passenger bus in the UK gives £2, can I have a single, costs £1.90. Meanwhile, OMSI passengers gives £50 note, give me a chance, single costs 80p. Oh dear. Deary, deary me. Nathan Jordan. Oh, fantastic. Dear. Well, let's not get on to football, because otherwise, if we start telling everybody who we support, we're all going to be falling out in lumps in the chat, aren't we? Much like a real family. So those of you that were saying it was like a little family community, yeah, absolutely. We're all going to be knocking 7 bells of delete as appropriate. No, sorry, insert as appropriate out of each other. I can't say it because then YouTube will tell me off if I'm rude. This comparison video between old and new is going well. I know. I got too involved in just driving the fantastic route. I guess it's because I've driven this so many times, isn't it? But yeah, compared to old and new, this bit of the map, and I know IOMX doesn't like it either. So yeah, this bit with the dual carriageway between the hospital and Paignton, oh, just the biggest burden of my life. I really don't like this bit of the map. Nathan Jordan's become a member. Welcome to the clan, Nathan. Welcome. It's great to have you with us. Single 710. Yeah, IOMX specifically said when he gave me the idea for the video, when he basically threatened to hit me if I didn't do the video, the stream. Yeah, he did say a comparison between old and new. Yeah, I've completely missed that. We did a lot of pointing out the differences on the old, didn't we? But when we got to the new, it just sort of all went a bit out the window, didn't we? Oh, dearie me. Am I watching the Miami? Oh, the Miami Grand Prix tomorrow. I didn't know it was Miami tomorrow. I absolutely have to have a look. Alfie's wetting himself. I don't quite know why. Oh, dearie me. Cannot wait for the Gemini pack to come out. Yeah, you and me both, Jerome. It's fantastic, isn't it? Imran, is this what you're looking for? Why has she got on and said, hello, is it me you're looking for? Yeah, he used some emotional blackmail, and to be fair, IOMX really does quite scare me. I've spoken to him on many occasions, and I would even go as far as to say I would class him as a friend rather than just an acquaintance. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? He can go to work tonight. Oh no, it's the weekend, isn't it? He won't be working tonight. But yeah, you can sit there with a smile on your face, IOMX. I genuinely class him as an internet friend, though I am quite scared of him, to be honest with you. So yeah, when he says do this, I just go, yes, of course. Please don't hurt me. Right, where are we? We're around the corner here. Flipping heck, Alfie, thank you so much for that. That's very, very kind of you. Oh, yes, you legend. And you too, sir. And you too. Oh, dear me. Skylar Hinchcliffe, only watched free practice so far, Joe. Oh, rightio, are they still on the... Of course, it's Saturday, isn't it? Of course they're still practicing. And they're many hours behind us, aren't they, in Miami? Nathan's definitely getting a kebab tonight. Excellent. Is everyone having a takeaway except me? Oh, dearie me. I should have a 20,000 celebratory takeaway, shouldn't I? Right, so there we go. We have finished the Route 35 now, obviously. The Route 35 has changed. It doesn't terminate at Memorial Crescent anymore. The new route starts where we are now, and it goes round, which we will do in a future episode, a future OMSI episode. It goes round in a triangle now and back again, so that's exciting. It makes a difference, and how many people are going to forget to do that? Plenty. Right, so yes, we are... yeah, don't worry about it, not like I'm sat here brandishing a BT Smart Hub 3. Oh no, don't get me started. That is where we are going to leave it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm genuinely a little bit disappointed that we're ending so soon. I know. I've really had an absolute time. I've had the time of my life today. It's been so much fun, and thank you so much to everybody that got involved. Please do make sure that if you've enjoyed this stream, if you have enjoyed this stream as much as I have, make sure you click that like button. And yes, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Oh my god, the chat's going mental. Thank you so much to everybody that has joined in. As I said, it's been absolutely fantastic. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And yes, hopefully I shall see you all next time. Cheerio everybody, and goodbye for now.